Sally Field's life began in Pasadena, California, where she was born into a family already connected to the entertainment world. Her mother, Margaret Field, worked as an actress, and her stepfather, Jock Mahoney, was both an actor and stunt performer. Growing up in this environment exposed her early to the rhythms, pressures, and unpredictability of Hollywood life. While this connection offered opportunity, it also came with expectations and a constant awareness of how fragile a career in entertainment could be. Field's childhood in Southern California shaped her artistic instincts and gave her an early understanding of performance as both craft and survival. Surrounded by creative influences, she developed a curiosity about acting that would eventually evolve into a lifelong profession. Even as a young girl, she observed the discipline required in the industry, learning that success demanded persistence and emotional resilience. These early experiences laid the groundwork for a career defined by reinvention, determination, and a refusal to remain limited by typecasting or early success. Breakthrough in television comedy roles. Field's rise to fame began in the mid-1960s with her breakout role in Gidget, where she played a lively and relatable teenager. Although the series only lasted a short time, it made her instantly recognizable and established her as a fresh new face in American television. Shortly afterward, she starred in The Flying Nun, portraying Sister Bertrille, a young nun who could fly due to her uniquely structured habit. The show's whimsical premise attracted attention, but it was Field's comedic timing and natural charm that kept audiences engaged. Despite the popularity of these roles, Field later admitted that she felt creatively restricted by them. She became widely associated with lighthearted, innocent characters, which made it difficult for casting directors to envision her in more serious or complex roles. Still, these early performances played an important role in building her confidence and visibility, giving her a platform that she would later use to challenge expectations and redefine her career path in more dramatic and demanding directions. Breaking away into serious acting roles. As Field matured, she became increasingly determined to escape the limitations of her early television image. She studied acting more deeply and sought out roles that allowed her to explore emotional complexity and psychological depth. Her transition was not immediate or easy, as Hollywood often resists change in how it perceives actors. However, her performance in the television film Sybil marked a significant turning point. In it, she portrayed a young woman struggling with dissociative identity disorder, a role that required intense emotional range and sensitivity. Field approached the character with seriousness and commitment, fully immersing herself in its psychological challenges. The performance earned critical acclaim and demonstrated that she was capable of far more than comedic television roles. It also earned her an Emmy Award and helped reposition her in the industry as a serious dramatic actress. This period marked the beginning of her transformation from television star to respected performer, capable of handling emotionally demanding and layered storytelling. Academy Awards and critical recognition. The late 1970s and 1980s represented a defining era in Field's career, as she achieved some of her highest professional honors. Her role in Norma Rae brought her first Academy Award for Best Actress, where she portrayed a working-class woman who becomes involved in labor union activism. The performance resonated strongly with audiences due to its emotional honesty and social relevance. Field's portrayal captured strength, vulnerability, and determination in a way that felt authentic and grounded. Several years later, she received her second Academy Award for Places in the Heart, a film set during the Great Depression that explored resilience in the face of hardship. Her emotional acceptance speech, including the famous line, "You like me, right now, you like me," became one of the most iconic moments in Oscars history. These achievements solidified her place among Hollywood's most respected performers and demonstrated her ability to carry emotionally rich narratives with depth and sincerity across different roles and decades. Expanding career across film and television. Following her Oscar wins, Field continued to build a diverse and enduring career in both film and television. She appeared in a wide range of projects, including Smokey and the Bandit, Steel Magnolias, Forrest Gump, and Mrs. Doubtfire, each showcasing her ability to adapt to different genres. In Mrs. Doubtfire, her performance alongside Robin Williams highlighted her skill in balancing emotional depth with comedic timing, creating a believable and heartfelt dynamic on screen. She also returned to television later in her career with the series Brothers and Sisters, where she earned another Emmy Award for her portrayal of a complex family matriarch. Field's versatility allowed her to remain relevant across decades of changing industry trends. Whether in comedy, drama, or ensemble storytelling, she consistently brought emotional authenticity to her characters. Her continued success reflected not only talent but also a willingness to evolve, adapt, and take on roles that challenged her creatively rather than relying on past achievements. Memoir reflections and personal honesty. In her memoir, In Pieces, Field offered a candid look into her personal and professional life, revealing struggles that had often remained private during her career. She wrote openly about emotional challenges, self-doubt, and the pressures of maintaining a public image while dealing with private difficulties. The book revealed a more vulnerable side of her identity, showing that her success was often accompanied by inner uncertainty and emotional complexity. Field described how she sometimes felt divided between her public persona and her private self, a tension that shaped much of her life experience. Her writing also touched on relationships, family dynamics, and personal growth over time. By sharing these reflections, she allowed readers to see beyond her screen roles and understand the emotional journey behind them. The memoir marked a turning point in how she chose to engage with her own story, prioritizing honesty and reflection over carefully managed public perception. Early marriage and becoming a mother. Field's first marriage to Stephen Craig in 1968 took place during the early stages of her acting career. At the time, she was balancing newfound fame with personal transitions, including her growing recognition in television. The marriage brought stability during a fast-changing period of her life. Together, they had two sons, Peter Craig and Eli Craig, both of whom would later pursue creative careers in writing and filmmaking. Field's role as a mother became central to her identity, and she worked to ensure her children had as grounded an upbringing as possible, despite Hollywood pressures. Although her marriage to Craig eventually ended in divorce, the experience of raising her sons remained one of the most meaningful parts of her personal life. Her children's creative achievements later reflected the environment of storytelling and artistic influence in which they were raised, reinforcing Field's role not only as an actress, but also as a guiding presence in their development. Relationship with Burt Reynolds and public attention. Field's relationship with Burt Reynolds became one of the most publicized Hollywood romances of its time. The two met in the mid-1970s and quickly developed both a personal and professional connection, starring together in several films including Smokey and the Bandit. Their chemistry on screen mirrored their real-life relationship, which made them a highly visible couple in entertainment media. While their romance was passionate and deeply emotional at times, it was also marked by challenges related to personality differences and external pressures. Reynolds later described Field as someone he deeply loved, though the relationship ultimately did not last. They separated after several years, but remained culturally linked due to their iconic film collaborations. For Field, this period represented both excitement and emotional complexity, as she navigated intense public attention while managing the realities of a relationship that, while meaningful, was not ultimately sustainable in the long term. Second marriage and family growth. In 1984, Field married film producer Alan Grisman, marking another significant chapter in her personal life. This marriage brought a renewed sense of family stability, and the couple later welcomed a son, Samuel Grisman. Unlike her older sons, Samuel largely maintained a life outside mainstream Hollywood, though he pursued creative interests of his own. Field has often expressed pride in all her children and has been publicly supportive of Samuel's personal journey and identity. Her second marriage lasted until 1994, when the couple divorced. Despite the end of the marriage, Field continued to prioritize family relationships and remained closely connected with her children. This period reflected her ongoing effort to balance personal commitments with a demanding professional life. Through both marriages, Field's role as a mother remained a consistent and grounding force, shaping many of her decisions and influencing how she navigated her career and personal transitions over time. Friendship and reflections on Robin Williams. Field's reflections on Robin Williams center on their work together in Mrs. Doubtfire, where they developed a close professional and emotional connection. She described Williams as an extraordinary presence, someone whose energy on set was both joyful and overwhelming. According to her recollections, he could shift effortlessly between humor and deep emotional sensitivity, leaving a lasting impression on those around him. Field has spoken about feeling a strong bond with him, though she clarified that it was not romantic in nature. Instead, it was a complicated friendship, shaped by admiration, affection, and shared creative experience. After his passing, she reflected on moments she wished she had expressed more openly while he was alive. Her memories of him emphasize both his brilliance as a performer and the emotional complexity he carried privately. For Field, Williams remains a reminder of how deeply meaningful professional relationships can become, even when they do not fit conventional definitions of closeness or friendship. Early emotional struggles and personal